Oh my gosh. Nobody said anything in chat. Really, seriously. 7 people came in, did not let me know that I was sitting here just muttering on and nothing. Wow. Thanks, chat. You really had my back on that one. Thank you. Come on, I have followers that have, I got kids that have mental capacities that would tell me that, you know, hey, you're not, I can't hear you. And no, they're not my kids. I'm just saying kids that watch my channel. They always tell me when they can't hear me. I've been on here for 20 minutes rambling without somebody saying a thing. So I hope people come in during the mapping. Welcome in. We just went through the mods. We'll do it again later. This time with a little bit of volume, I guess. Sorry, guys. Kind of get you in a bad mood when you don't, you mess up, and that many people come in and don't say nothing. All right, we are in this map. I hope it loads in because I don't have hardly any mods into it, and it is glitchy. All right. As you can see, I have 9 frames per second. 8, 9. But, okay, let's get into this and hopefully I don't freeze up. And from what I've seen so far, okay, it is actually working, but no, it is not. Okay, yes it is. All right. They kind of got you kind of spread around. Okay, let me back all the way up here. There's your map. Got a lot of wooded area on the outside. They've got you kind of spread all over the place. They've got you one way up here, and then all the way back down. They got one right here. Then these two sister lots, twins. This little itty bitty one here, and one of the bigger lots right here. And these are, let's see here, 3.9 acres. I mean, look how glitchy this is. This is a really glitchy map. So, alright, let's go out here and see if we can collect. Alright, no, it's not going to let me do anything here. Okay, you can buy the outside of the map. It's in this little itty bitty corner right up here, and they want 300 and some odd $1,000 to get all of that. So you hit X to put yes, and then we go. And let's go visit. Okay, here's the edge of the map. We don't want to go that way. Let's get turned around. And this is your forest. Man, this map is so laggy. This is like way high definition. Like I said, it needed a lot of mods. What was the total mods? 16 required mods. Okay, see if I can get out here to the water real quick. Get through all this crap. See if I can get to the water. Alright, we found the water. Alright. I like the map. It is beautiful. I can't... The only thing I can say is that it's real laggy. And I didn't put no mods into it. I put just what I would normally put in. No more than like 200 mods. So that was... I mean, I don't know how to check the, whatever they call it, the slot count or whatever the hell that is. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the slot count was on anything because I have no clue. Not a clue on how to tell you what slot count was or what. But I'm trying to give it some time in here. But sometimes that does help get it. But let's get it into the crop calendar. You've got alfalfa, field grass, clover, flowering catch rye, green rye, oat, rye, silage maize, summer and winter wheat and barley, triticale, spelt, and birch rye is your extra crops, which is your pretty much your newer calendar. And you have a sheep pasture, you have a cow pasture, you got a cow barn, you got a chicken pasture, you got a piggy stall, and you got cow pastures. And contracts, after being in the game a little bit, ain't too terribly shabby. I got some decent prices on some of these. But, I mean, these are small fields, and you own. And I got them all turned on too, and you own a lot, almost everything that's on the map. So a lot of these are just on your farm. We'll get to that here in a minute. This is a lot on your farm. Available is these three right here. And you got ample storage for all kinds of things. And we'll go take a look at your garage. Looks like you got yourself a couple of runaround vehicles. Got a couple small tractors here. A medium. Yeah, looks like you got a front loader with some attachments for the front loader attachments, and then you got a front loader for one of your tractors. You got a telehandler and its attachment. You got yourself a trailer. Yeah, not bad for cultivator and plow, seeder. Yeah, it does a lot of different, but I hate it when they don't have fertilizer built in with them. But they got a fertilizer, slurry, manure, and a sprayer. You got a windrow, forage wagon, and just the front, and one wagon, some weights, and this is basically for your pallets and shit. Hauls about everything though. Used, it's pretty decent. Alright, let's take a look at the mappage. As you can see, they have pretty much everything right on your main farm. Your main farm is cluttered. So we will just kind of pop way out and take a look way over here. If it lets me get over here. And we have fresh milk out here, and this is this supermarket. Here's your hardware store. Those are the three that were outside, and so there's your three productions that they had out here. Your farm. Then we got a couple liquid manure, solid manure, and this is probably the animal dealer up here. And this is 1.3 acres farm, whatever. Vehicle that can be used at. This is a gravel pit out here, okay. Man, this map is wanting to freeze up so bad. Okay, we got the grain mill out here. We got the railroad station. Wood chip. And sawmill. One of the main drags, this is the buying, the pallets buying. Land trade. Seed buying area, lime buying area, fertilizer buying area. Everything else is on your farm. I do mean quite literally. I mean, you got your cows here. You got... Well, that doesn't open up. That must be one of the facilities that you got to drop things off at or pick things up from. Yeah, all kinds of triggers out here in the trees, orchards, and ponds, and this thing is so loaded with triggers and things. It's laggy, and I'm not great. Well, if it lets me back out, I will. I can't really show around the farm too much when I keep lagging. This is harsh. This place has got more triggers than... Yeah, I need a better system to run this. Other than that, this is a gorgeous map. A lot of detail went into it. Look at this. I mean, I'm still on my farm, guys. Still on it. This thing goes forever. My frame rate ain't getting any better, but well, we're gonna... I don't know why I threw a save in. I should have just quit because I don't care about saving this one. All right. Well, that was the glitchy map of Quebec. And we're going to load in somewhere in Montana next, and then we'll get to the Shanty Boys' girlfriends, or ladies. I don't know his girlfriend and his wife. I can't remember. He mentioned it, but I can't remember if he said it was girlfriend or wife. But we're going to get to that one on the save the best one for last, I would say. Because the other two maps that they put out are awesome. No! What the heck did this happen? I hate this controller. Yeah, well, guys, well, crap. All right. In between my controller messing up and me not being to bed yet, this is going to be a long morning. Now I got to load back in the ding game. Wheel. I don't get blooper reels. I'd have to go back through my lives and do that, but I doubt it. I don't have my Discord open. I'm hoping that they're not trying to get a hold of me through my Discord. I don't have it open. All right, we're loading in finally. Sorry, guys. Had an itch, had an itch, had an itch, itch, itch. Come on, load in. Hurry up. Don't have all day, man. Dollar waiting on a dime here. Yeah, I gotta see a dollar out of this group. All right, we're in. Last time this happened to me, where my controller screwed me and put me out, I came back in. I had a little red dot right here and said I had more. All right. Let's get down here to somewhere in Montana and load this bad map in. Whew. I think I found my offline map. This one right here. I like the big fields. I really like big fields. Between this one and the one I'm on, oh my gosh. Then I gotta bring like I don't know. Makes me want to put a horse on here and ride it. Alright. This is somewhere in Montana. This is a very small map. So these last I made the big map. It was so glitchy I had to get out of it. I'm sorry about that. No disrespect to the map maker. It was a beautiful map. Everything looked great on it. It just was way too much for my computer. It was something set for something, a higher video card than I've got. My video card just said no. So with the last map, I recommend a minimum of a 1080. Just saying. $1080 GPU. Put it on my notes so I know. All right, now we're in somewhere in Montana. All right, we're going to start you off with, look at all the crap you get. Okay, we got yourself a pick 'em up. Then you got yourself a couple small tractors. You've got yourself a couple semis. And these two trucks, which I did not find the capacity on that one or that one. Oh, that's the 3500, so this one's either the flatbed or I think you can change it. I'm not sure. If you can, then yeah, I'd go for it because one, if they used both of them, then the other one is a better deal. And you've got two good tractors here. That one's gas hog, but they're both good tractors. Got yourself a wheel loader with a wheel loader bucket. You got a front end with another bucket, and ooh, it's a bucket and a couple other little round bale and whatnot. Got yourself an auger wagon, a slim eyes ×2. At least the trailers, and you got yourself another trailer here, Load King. You've got the default plow with red, a rock picker, and a good cultivator. At least they give you something good. A decent seeder without fertilizer. And it's a nice sprayer. I like it. And you don't get too great of capacity. You get 10,570. So, and this one is your standard game 8,000. They said you need big equipment for this map. Round baler, bale trailer. You got a couple augers. Got yourself a transport truck or trailer, and you got yourself a snowblower. And wait, at least they give you the good snowblower. All right. Well, let's kind of walk around the farm. It's kind of opened and spread out. Got yourself one of your harvesters here. Got your wheel loader and your augers over here. So you're going to have to set up your farm. You got your small header here. Cultivator. All kinds of, all your equipment, semis, everything. I mean, you got two different semi-looking trucks. I mean, they're the same truck, but they look different. I like how they did that. Don't make them matching. Right. There's one of your pickups. The other one we came in by. There's your pick 'em up. Sleep trigger, wardrobe, garage, or carport, whatever you want to frickin' call it. Alright, then we got all your implements, your trailer right there. That's a fuel trailer. Your little, or I should say your liquids trailer. And this silo, I think, was 1,800,000. And take a look at the map. And here are your fields. You get 1, 2, and 3. Well, not numbered, but you know. Number 9 here. This is a 75-acre field. And then you get a 51-acre field, and you get a 29-acre field. So you get quite a few acres right here. And the big Mamba Jamba is 128. We've got 120, and then you got a couple of them over here at 96, 96. And then you have 139 and 61. Oh, you also own this little itty bitty spot over here. Well, you know, you don't own this. I bought this, and it brought up some triggers over here. We'll go take a look at it. Yeah, I came over and visited and noticed all the different things that were here, so I went ahead and bought it since I was here. Nothing in any of the bins, of course. We got another sleep and wardrobe trigger at the mobile there. But, yep. Little shed here. I didn't see anything about collectibles, but hey, you can put 4 chainsaws down. All right. But if there's collectibles, good luck. Like I would always say, is these look like the kind of ones that you'd need a silo or a one of the that's that type of silo where you need one of the augers. All right, and we'll jump all the way down here to this bottom corner, and we'll go visit the vehicle shop. This is the reset point vehicle shop. Everything where you're gonna pick up everything up when you buy it. And we got ourselves, looks like a rock crusher here. Yep. And then a heating plant, the bio, warehouse. Of course, the warehouse where you can visit, the store, the vehicle shop. Everything kind of this centrally located in this area. And you can tell they like the fog in this one. So, and on your place you've got chicken coop there. You've got your petrol tank, lime, and that silo we were looking at, and then of course the farmhouse. But there's all your equipment. And that's all your farmland. So there ain't much. Oh, and there's a little farmer's kiosk out here. Oh, in this little corner, I forgot all about it. Yep, we've got the grain mill, the cereal factory, oil mill, sugar mill, and selling station, generic products. I don't think there was anything like you could buy like the roads or nothing like that. So I think every farm was like individually, you know, land was. You can't just, you can buy the points of interest, but it's your typical crop calendar, nothing new added to it. And in your chicken coop, you've got nothing. Contracts after being in the game for a little while, not too bad. I mean, you got to think, there's not going to be that much for. But here's all the plants that we mentioned that were available, and you own none. To where it was just the opposite. You own 99% of them, and they had a few of them on that last map. All right. Okay. No required mods on this, so there's nothing in the shop to go look at, really. Take you back home and kind of sit in the truck and zoom out as far as I can to give you that little there you be type thing. This is everything in its nutshell. All right. This is definitely going to be a fun map. As you can tell, I already kind of planned on it, and I brought in all my big shit. Well, I should say most of it. I still got to go pick up a few more things, but you get the gist. All right. Now we're going to move on and get out of this map and go to the last one. Get a save in real quick, and then we're going to go over to... Oh, that's right. I already had it wrote down because I already knew about the map. Kindred Heart. This is an awesome looking map. All right. Alright, I'm going to let that load in. While that loads in, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. Kind of sucked down 2 pots of coffee already. Alrighty, I'm back, and it looks like it is loaded. So let's get to this last map. Save the best for last, guys. Save the best for last. Oh man, this map runs so smooth. Okay. One thing I did notice about this map, she does have everything kind of spread around, and this is your farmland. You get these 4 spots right here, and this big chunk with these 3 down here. So you get 7 spots to farm, and these are small lands, small spots. 1.3 acres, 2.8. We got a 3.2. We've got a 5.49, and then we get down here, and these are like 2 and 3 acres themselves. 3, 4, and 3 and 4 acres. My bad. But we're gonna come down here and we're gonna buy 34. Gonna pop up something there. 35. And that's gonna pop up another one. All those kind of popped up everything. I'm gonna also, you can buy spot number 29 for $0. Thank you very much. And that gives you all the roadways and everything in between, and everything down here kind of gives you all the land that's around these. But let's get back down into here, and let's go to Farmland 31 and visit. Wow, look at that. A lot more buildings here. Let's see here. Got a blue hardware, and there's another building here with no triggers on it. Let's see. Let's see here. Did she hide another one here, people? Let's buy it. Nope, she did not. Can we sell it? Yes, we can sell it back. But there is a canning factory, so there's nothing hidden here. So let's see. Anything hidden here? No. Nothing hidden here, so we can sell that back. Alright. Anything hidden here? Yes. There's farmhouse number 3. And farmhouse number 2. Let's go visit that. So, these are projects that you have to build in town. Ooh, there's a collision there. Alright, well, you know that there's collision, so. Alright. So we got 2 buildable farmhouses downtown. And let's go take a look at this. Oh, this is the cafe. Alright. I like the road work, the brickwork for the sidewalk. I love that. I'm gonna walk past that one. I don't care for that one. That bought. Okay, what is downtown? Okay, we've already tried to buy that. There was nothing there. Okay, there's the gas station. So there's already something on these 2. It's a vehicle shop and your gas station. Anything else on this one? No. And this is a warehouse, and the warehouse, you can buy the land there. Let's move on out of that. Let's go to 42 and visit here. It's got a few little sheds on it and a farmhouse with triggers. And it shows that it is a farmhouse, so it just bring up the sheds more. Then we'll pop over here. You got your biogas plant right here. Oh, thank God it didn't launch me inside of it. I hate it when they put the trigger like right over the top of it and you land inside of it. And then over here we have, let's buy that just to see what happens. Oh, look at that, the sawmill. Right next to the bio heating. Let's go visit that, and then we can look over here at the sawmill that wasn't there a second ago. Hey, we got bioheating. What's this? We got a bio plant. But there's no triggers. I wonder what we have to do. We got to buy it to get the triggers? Yes, we do. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff you've got to purchase to get triggers. Got a carpentry over here, and got a cooper over here. Let's visit the cooper and see. Okay, it's got triggers. All right, they weren't sneaky on that one. They were pretty nice. And out here, oh yeah, you got all kinds of beehives and stuff out here. I forgot. Yeah, I got all kinds of beehives. Now, if you tap this outside tree line, you can purchase it too. For, that's farmland number 48 for $266,000. Now you got the, you get 2 1/4 sides, 2 1/3. Well, we'll run out here to, like, say here and visit one of these. Now, the map that I did this morning, the tree here and the one across the road is how they were spaced. I mean, they were just right on top of each other. Big time. This looks like a clearing right here. Yeah, got a little meadowy clearing. Right off of a road with a, even a, heck, you could put like a little cow pasture out here in the middle of this shit. But that gives you a little area there. I don't think there's any. No, there wasn't. I thought there was out here. No buildings that I've found so far. This is buy that. Oh, you can't buy it. If I can't buy it, something like that, that means it's going to go up for auction. As I've got that auction app. So, it'll go up for auction here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and buy this anyways. Yep, brought up a cow pasture. I don't think this would do it. No, nothing there. Downtown, man. Nothing extra. We picked up everything that we can. And I love this field, the heart shape. That is so awesome. I like it. I mean, there's small fields. You've got small equipment. And it is. I mean, it's just, yeah, I just, it's gorgeous. I like the detail. I like the little bit of extra here and there. That's the heart that went into it. Everybody's like me. Put a lot of buildings on your property, but don't put nothing in them. There we go. So where are we at? Alright, let's drive downtown. Even got a little robot inside there to feed your cows. Robot feeder. That's nice. And we'll just kind of boogie this thing along. And do I want to go right or left? I want to go right and go into town. I like how town's set up. I Nice crisp edges. And put in a public sidewalk and whatnot. That was awesome. Let's go check out some of these other places. A little bit of a tight oops. I didn't hit nothing. I'm gonna check out in the woods real quick. This is kind of see what she looks like. What people have got to deal with here. I missed it. Pretty wide roads, man. I like it. Hey, how you doing today? I am on your map. I'm liking it so far. This is nice. I'm just kind of taking a drive around in the woods. I had found another map today. Called Sprucewood Farmstead. And girl, you've got the forest down right. Because from this tree right here to this tree right here is how close they are. I'm dead serious. Between this tree and this tree, I mean, they're not that close. They're probably between this one and the one right here. They're literally that far apart, and they're tall ones just like this. No, none with branches low or nothing. They're just either like tall ones that kind of look like deadwoods, or these trees right here. Those are the only two trees on the whole map, and they're everywhere. It's just a logging map, and it's sad. I mean, I did a map review on it, and I was in and out in like 10 minutes. And then took an hour break before or an hour or two break before the mods came out. Yeah, I just kind of driving around in the woods in yours, but oh, I bet you are excited. I bet you are. I mean, I haven't really found anything to complain about. Your map, whoa. Well, there you go. I found one, oops, in the map already, sweet. But hey, I missed the tree. So one oops. Girl, I'll buy a chainsaw and fix the road, and you won't have to worry about that on my map. I'll fix it. Other than that, I have not found anything I really want to do to this map. I do like it though. Yeah, I don't have crop destruction on. But yeah, this is gorgeous. I kind of like how it's small field. I like a small field map, and I love big fields. I like the sizes that you have here, and down to maybe a quarter-acre field type thing. Now I love that smalls of fields, because then I can go and use hand push equipment, or even John Deere little riding lawnmowers to do half the crap, you know. Get some really low powered stuff. This is what I thought was really cool on it. And see how you just couldn't quite get it, but I like it. I do like it. It just kind of reminds me of imagine a bunch of bushes around this kind of stuff instead of the wagon wheels, and there was all this being like kind of, I think this is sand like I'm on right now, but like beach sand. And instead of the silo here would be like a pirate ship instead, but all the rest of the stuff's about right. You got a place like that over here at the coast, and then about where this field is, they have a wooden maze that you got to walk around. It's like wooden walls. It's not very big, but it's kind of cool. Yeah. I've been looking all over the place on this thing. I mean, just kind of jumping around and looking. I mean, I like it. It didn't go crazy on anything. I mean, I've seen some first maps that people just go nuts on it. And I like how all three of your guys' maps right here at this right here. This is what I like. All this space to where you can. Me, I do the Shift Alt S, so I have my shop right here. And that's just, all that room is just awesome. And I like how you got the good sized trailers, two, Massey Ferguson and Case, two of my faves. Now, if you would have had a bunch of John Deere in here, we'd have to talk. Because the guys were using Massey and, you know, Case. I like the red. I like the silos. And one of my favorite things is you did double up on a lot of things on this map. I like it. And you have the same taste as I do in lawn equipment. I like that. That is nice. And just, there ain't much really to do except for maybe throw a couple tracks in, you know, like some road stuff for me. That's what I'll do, because just to give it that, you know, distinct lines. Not distinct, you know, areas. I like putting my roads out here far enough away. But I don't even. I've done so. Let's see. Am I gonna reset? Yeah. Okay. Good. Stop points are working. All right. Cool. Let's see if the other stop point's working. Yep. Can't get outside the map this way either. That's good. I like it. I like how you bordered the map. This is how I can tell where I can build. I'll find like forest needles or whatever, and I'll come out. And expand this out the best I can. That way I know pretty much right where the edge of the map is. Once expanded out that much, at least I know the fields are in there, the tree lines. Gonna keep you not from falling off the map or nothing. I like doing that. It's got a good border. I like the roads. I like the tracks like this. These are my favorites. Especially when they're not straight. I love that. Especially how they kind of go back and forth. That's more realistic than signages. This is a beautiful map, people. Hats off. Congratulations on your map. It looks really good. Oops, your trailer. Oh, my trailer? There's nobody here. The only person that's here is asleep, so I'm good. They just got home from work, so they crash out. They crash out hard. But yeah, this is nice. And, well, that is going to pretty much get this done for the day. At least for this map tour. As you can see, there is not very big lands. I mean, you got 38 acres on some, which these are some of the bigger fields. These still not bad. Good prices on 106,000. We've looked at the crops, we've looked at the animals, and we've been in the game here for a while, and the contracts are just pouring in. And they got some decent prices on some of these. And it means we went around and kind of bought a bunch of stuff. Now we got more than just a couple of greenhouses. I like how she kind of hit a few things here and there, and then we still got the same 3. But it's all good. Alright, I get a save game in, and alright, I hope you all enjoyed the show. Love the map. That new Montana map is really nice too. I gotta give it to. I mean, it's got maybe, what, 6, 7 fields, but they're huge. They're 90, 100 acre fields. And that's, so, between your guys' 3 maps and that one, I'm going to be very, very, very busy. I'm going to have 4 maps. The other maps are all probably going to go bye-bye. Whitcomb Farm. I forget Whitcomb Farm. I'll wait till this weekend, Saturday, when it comes out with its 1.3.00, and then it'll have it. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this. Congratulations on your map. It was beautiful. Hope to see more from you guys. All right, you all have a great day. And I will be back on here after a little bit. I haven't been to bed yet, so I'm going to get out of here and take a couple hour nap. Then I'll be back on. All right, so just keep your eyes open. As soon as mine are open, I'll be back on. All right, love y'all. Thank you for your map. Beautiful. Tell the guys hi, and thanks for their maps too. Oh, they were great. I am looking forward to playing this one later. All right. Y'all have a good one. Peace.